Welcome, everybody. It's your girl, Delores, just the pink girl in my pink world, here on every social platform. Today, we're doing the Hit the Bros podcast. Luckily, thank you, Jesus, we are all caught up from last week. So we will be going into this week, no 2, 3 weeks, just a week. And you got me. So, hi, J News Side. Hi, everybody from Facebook to YouTube to Twitch to Kick. Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Hit the Ropes podcast, where we will review and preview all things in professional wrestling. Now over to the topic studio, because I did tell you all last week, we're gonna cover some topics today. So here I am, as you see, I'm by myself today. But today we got some good topics, and we're gonna go into them. The first topic being, let me make sure, it is Sheamus leaving WWE. Is Sheamus leaving WWE a sign of a bigger veteran problem? Because if you all do not know, the New Day left. There are some other people reportedly maybe eyeing to leave. Is this going to be a sign of a bigger problem? Every so often there's a shift change in WWE, and we see it very often. Do I think this is a sign of a bigger problem? I hope it can be that WWE will change the way they are booking and promoting people who have good talent like Sheamus. But does that mean that will always be that way? No. But Sheamus leaving is a bigger problem because he is a veteran person. The locker room does need that kind of guidance that only people who have been there can give. But on to topic number 2, which is did Vince have more power than WWE is willing to admit? Because we had some leaked phone calls come out between TKO and Vince and him suggesting some things. Oh, sorry, that wasn't the right one. That was the right one. Hold on, let's get over to the right one. There we go. Do I think that is the problem? Yes. Do I think they will ever admit it? No. Even Vince insinuated in interviews when they were before they were merged together or TKO took over WWE. Vince hinted about coming back. So I think this was already a plan, but because of the lawsuit and the different things, he got caught up in, they decided to push him out, and that's where his anger is coming from with them. But am I shocked? No. I would have been shocked if you told me they didn't have any communication, then they did. On to the topic you saw before, which is TNA is bringing back Lockdown. The cage matches return. As somebody who used to be a TNA fan, let's just say used to be. I like some talent in there now. The overall product I'm not a fan of, but as you know, between me and J News, I'm the one who watches it the most, and am very disappointed week to week. Because they're booking and how they're handling things, and they're losing talent. They are losing talent way faster than WWE. And I think that merger with WWE had people see the other side, and then maybe going to AEW or WWE would be a better choice. But am I excited for it? Yes, if they can have the right people in the matches and make the matches cool, then yes, I would be more excited for it. On to the next topic, which I think is this one. CM Punk wins the championship, ladies and gentlemen, is him winning the championship the right move? Because Sami Zayn had the championship for 9 days, like 9 or 10 days. And CM Punk comes back and wins. First of all, I'm gonna put this picture back up. I'm gonna tell you my problem with CM Punk, and if you all know, I'm a CM Punk defender and lover. Why the chest hair? It's like a lawnmower. You have tattoos that are identifiable to us in the chest, and you have now grown a full uh grass. And as you read the title, I was like, is he trying to cover up his tattoos or what? And then I looked closer and I was like, no, you didn't. But do I think CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes would be good? Yes. Am I liking how they got there? No. And I kind of sad to say, but I kind of hope Sammy eventually decides to go around the world and see other different places and different companies. But, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, this is the Hot Topic Studio, and I appreciate you coming. But we're going to go over to the y'all had me do the review and didn't even tell me I wasn't even. So yes, we're doing a review of Monday Night Raw, episode 1728 that was on the 6th on Netflix. We had we had a title change for the WWE World Tag Team title match. The Vision, Austin Theory, and Braun Breaker defeated the Street Profits of Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. If you do not know, maybe they have to drop the titles because Montez and Angelo, both of their wives are pregnant. And I think they're both close to due time to be due. So that might be a reason why we had dropped the title. For the WWE, especially for Montez, because Montez has, I think, 2 other kids, but this is his first kid with his wife. So you know how important that is. WWE Women's Intercontinental title match. So Ruka defeated Raquel Rodriguez. We had Ethan Page and Rusev defeat Chad Gable and Dragon Lee. We had for the undisputed WWE title, CM Punk defeating Sami Zayn to win the championship. NXT, that is the wrong date, but it was episode 845. We had a tag team title #1 contendership match, fatal 4-way match where Dorian Van Dux and Sean Legacy defeated Dark State of Cutler James and Osiris Griffin, Birthright, Channing Lorenzo and Uriel Connors, and OTM of Bronco Lima and Lucian Price. We had Kiana Carver defeat Tank Ledger for the WWE Women's North American title #1 contendership fatal 4-way match. We had Layla Diggs defeat Izzy Dane, Lizzie Rain, and Thea Hale. We had Nico Vance defeat Shallow Hill. For the WWE Women's title match, we had Kendall Gray defeat Natty. On to SmackDown. SmackDown was just this Friday on the 10th, episode 1403 on the USA Network. We had Finn Balor defeat Tama Tonga, Jimmy Uso defeat Royce Keys, Jade defeated Alexa Bliss, and in a non-title match, Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams ended in a no contest. Listen, anytime them 2 people get together, I'm in love, and I'm happy to see them fight each other. Hey ALW, thank you for coming. Hold on, let me get ALW my little heart. There you go. If you all do not see me put the comment, it's probably because it's on a different platform. So next up, we're going to AAA, Lucha Libre Worldwide. We'll talk about something that they're going to have. Oh, I forgot to give you all the episode. Hold on. Let me go now because I didn't put it in this morning and tell you all who won on last night. I saw it. It was not even I don't think a handful of matches. Um, but again, I rewatched some other wrestling, so that kind of made it a little bit. When you trying to jam pack a week of wrestling into one day, kind of gets your little toe up. Yesterday we saw for the AAA World Cruiserweight Title number one contendership three-way match. Mini Vikingo defeating Dragon Lee and Jack Cartwell, and Money Machine of De Plata and Gara de Oro defeating uh, Epidemius Jr. and Noise Boy in a no contest. It took them 7 minutes and 56 seconds to end in a no contest. I kind of wish it could have took them a little lesser. Okay, on to the next show, which was we're gonna go with AEW, ladies and gentlemen. AEW, we're gonna start off with a All Elite Wrestling's Dynamite show. We had on the first Beach Break 2026. It was it on the first? Again, the dates might be wrong. Tommaso Ciampa defeated Jericho. AEW International title match. We had a title change because Kyle Fletcher defeated Konosuke Takeshita. The Death Riders of Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay defeated the Workhorsemen of Anthony Henry and JD Drake. For the AEW Women's World Title number one contendership Casino Gauntlet match, whew, I tell you, Tony Khan get these long names of these matches. Willow Nightingale defeated Athena, Julia Hart, Maya World, Mina Shirakawa, Rena, Sky Blue, and Thunder Rosa. And the shocking match of the night was for the AEW World Title match. There was a title change. Kenny Omega defeated MJF. I was kind of shocked by that. Now we're on to Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor was on the 9th, episode 174. We had the Bang Bang Gang of Ace Austin and Juice Robinson defeating the grizzled young veterans of James Drake and Zach Gibson. We had Skyflight, Dante and Darius Martin, along with Scorpio Sky, defeating the frat house of Griff Garrison, Jack Jameson, and Princeton Vance. We had Bishop Kong defeating Royce Isaacs, Mina Shirakawa, and Queen Aminata defeating uh, Casey Lennox and Shahara 7. We had the lethal twist of Blake Christian, Jay Lethal, and Lee Johnson defeating the Colognes of Eddie and Orlando Colon along with Serpentico. We had a pure rules match where Mance Warner defeated Matt Menard. Isla Dawn defeated Kelsey Reagan. Satnam Singh defeated Bruce Hamilton. The Rascals of Desmond Xavier and Zachary Wentz, along with the Von Erichs of Marshall Von Erich, Ross Von Erich, defeated the Cartelo Grillo of Hayden Seal, KJ Plala, and Rosario Grillo, along with Nathan Cruz. We had Miles defeating LSG. And for the ROH World title match, we had Bandito keeping his title by defeating Brian Keith. On to the episode that came on Friday. It was AEW Brawl in the Ballpark. Ladies and gentlemen, they were in Minnesota in the ballpark. It was a good time. For the AEW Brawl in the Park, came on the 10th. We ate Orange Cassidy defeat Willa Yuta. Commander in Top Flight, which was Dante and Darius Martin, defeated Action Andretti and the Ops of Anthony Bowens and Hook. Julia Hart defeated Hanan. Brian Cage defeated Serpentico. The Hurt Syndicate of Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin defeated Shane Taylor Productions of Lee Moriarty and Shane Taylor. On to Collision. It happened on yesterday, the 11th, episode 152 on TBS. We had the ROH World Championship match. Bandito defeated Katsuyori Shibata of the Ops. We had TBS Championship match. Hikaru Shida defeated Harley Cameron. Death Riders, Willa Yuta, Claudio Castagnoli, Daniel Garcia. They were talking about the AEW Continental Championship. We had Don Callis family. Brian Cage defeat Rascals Zachary Wentz. Darby Allin defeated Don Callis family's Trent Beretta. And AEW National Championship match. Mark Davis of the Don Callis family defeated Speedball Mike Bailey. On to TNA Wrestling. We had the Broken Hardys, Brother Nero and Matt Hardy defeat the great hands of Jason Hotch and John Schuyler. For the TNA Knockouts television title first round match, we had Indy Hartwell defeating Vicky. We had Leon Slater and Ricky Sosa defeat the Righteous of Dutch and Vince and the System of Bear Bronson and Brian Myers. With the TNA Knockouts television title first round match, Jody Threat defeated Gabby Forza. For the TNA Knockouts World Title No Disqualification match, Zaya Brookside defeated Li Ying Lee. I did kind of enjoy this episode more than other episodes that I've watched. MLW. It was MLW Fusion. Ladies and gentlemen, Fusion is on YouTube, so you can watch it at any time. This was episode 203 on yesterday, where Teton defeated Magnus. LeBron Cozone defeated Akamura. The Good Brothers, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson defeated the Contra unit of Ikuro Khan and Mad Kruger by DQ. Listen, y'all need to change some of these names because I'm fighting for my life and they fighting for yours. See, this is why we miss J News. We're going to say, come back, J News, okay? MLW Women's Featherweight title match. We had Shotzi Blackheart defeat Kira. On to my favorite set of shows. If you like ECW and you like hardcore wrestling, a little violence in your life, then you know I like GCW. And we had GCW Backyard Wrestling 8. It came on the 5th on Triller TV. And we had the Buster in the Brain of Alex Price and Jordan Oliver alongside Junie Underwood and Ryan O'Neal defeat Dylan McKay, Leeds Lewis, Logan, and Sturdy Sal. Cage defeated Adam. Amon defeated Louis Jr. We had Tarzan Duran defeat essentially, it was a crazy match. I can't even, every time I think about it, it's crazy. And Connor Claxton, this is Jay Newberg, Valente, and JB Anderson and Lucky 13. Jumpin' Joey, which is Joey Janela, defeated North Korean Assassin. For the Pool of NyQuil match, Sleepy Ed defeated Sean the Spider. Steel cage rage of match. Mr. J, Jay Sawyer defeated Little Skittle. Ladies and gentlemen, GCW Only Die Once 2026. We had it on the 11th, which was yesterday on Triller TV. June Men, Jeffrey John, Junie Underwood, Christian Robinson, and Robin O'Neill defeated Don Freeze, Jeremy Marbury, Kylan King, Seabass Finn. Marcus Mathers defeated Dustin Waller. Jordan Oliver defeated Lee Lewis. Bear Bronson defeated Paro. With a death match where Christian Napier defeated Anakin Murphy. JCW title match, Charles Mason defeated Jimmy Lloyd. Gabby Forza defeated Joey Janela. GCW World title match, Atticus Cougar defeated Alex Price. We had a death match where Viperous defeated Slade. I really enjoyed that yesterday. We're on to New Japan Pro Wrestling. New Japan Road to G1 Climax 36. This was the last day, I think it was the last day, 6, on the 6th. And we had El Desperado, Yasuda, Taichi, and Yuri defeat the House of Torture of Doki, Ren Narita, Sonata, and Sho. Aaron Wolf, Hiroki Goto, Oleg Bolton, Matsumoto defeated Unbound Co of Daki Nagai, Shingo Takagi, Yoda Tsuji, and Yudo Ice. We had House of Torture, Dick Togo, and Kanemaru defeat Jado and Tiger Mask, and Unbound Co of Gedo and Taiji Ishimori. For the G1 Climax 36 Block B play-in match, we had Oscar defeating Yujiro Takahashi. G1 Climax Block A play-in match, Oyawa defeated El Phantasmo. IWGP Global Heavyweight title match, Gabe Kidd defeated Shota Umino in a title change. And the last match on that was the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title match where Yo defeated Francisco Akira. On to the Tiger Mask retirement match. Oh, God, broke me. It happened. Hold on, let me. I see the date. Where is the date? Let's see. Let me get down to it. Because I have if you all don't know, behind the scenes, I have a document and I get to see it. Okay. So it was on the 7th. We had Kajomi, Shota Umino, Yuji Nagata defeat Nakahara, Togi Makabe, and Toriano. We had the United Empire, which Francisco Kira, Greto Khan, Jake Lee, Jacob Austin Young, and Zane J defeat Goto Revolution Army, along with Taguchi. In the Goto Revolution Army, we had Hiroki Goto, Matsumoto, Yo, and Yoshihashi. Aaron Wolf, Jado, and Ole Bolton defeated the Unbound Co of Gedo, Oscar, and Yudo Ice. House of Torture, Doki, Renarita, Sonata, Sho, and Kanemaru defeated El Desperado, Yasuda, Master Wado, Taichi, and Yuri Uemura. TMDK, Hartley Jackson, Jose Fujita, Oyawa, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Unbound Co of Daiki Nagai, Shingo Takagi, Taiji Ishimori, and Yoda Tsuji. We had an exhibition. We had 2 exhibition matches. The first one was Dynamite Kid and Tiger Mask. It ended in time limit draw. And then the second one was Black Tiger versus Tiger Mask, and it ended in a time limit draw. Then Tiger Mask defeated Black Tiger. I really like it. I hate to see that his career is coming to an end. Really like to see him wrestle. So, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time is it? Time is it? Somebody tell me what time is it? It's time for preview. Listen, it's time to preview some good wrestling that's coming up this week. Starting out with New Japan Pro Wrestling, we're going to be getting into the G1 Climax 36. Before, I'm going to give you the list of the blocks and the people in those blocks. In Block A, you have Konosuke Takeshita, Yoda Tsuji, Sonata, Shingo Takagi, Jake Lee, Oleg Bolton, Hiroki Goto, Greto Khan, Yudo Ice, and Ryohei Oiwa. Block B, you have Callum Newman, Zack Sabre Jr., Shota Umino, Uemura, Ren Narita, Drilla Maloney, Gabe Kidd, Hanare, Aaron Wolf, and Oscar. Those are the ones in your block. Now on to the first day. First day is on, it was on yesterday, but we'll talk about it. It was Block B, Hanare versus Aaron Wolf. Block, I think it's today or yesterday. Yesterday, and I didn't catch it yesterday. Hanare versus Aaron Wolf. Block A match, Shingo Takagi versus Jake Lee. Block B match, Ren Narita versus Oscar. Block A match, Greto Khan versus Yudo Ice. Block B match, Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shota Umino. Block A match, Hiroki Goto versus Sonata. Block B match, Yuri Uemura versus Callum Newman. Block A match, Ryohei Oiwa versus Ole Bolton. Block A match, Konosuke Takeshita versus Yoda Tsuji. We're on to GCW, and I can't wait because it's the Melee in Manchester, ladies and gentlemen. It comes on tonight on Triller TV, and you know where I'll be. CPA versus Mullet Man. We have Charles Mason Parrow and Slade versus Anakin Murphy, Gabby Forza, and Vipers. Again, if you've never heard of GCW, you're like, look, some of them sound like women names, some of them sound like men. Yes, we do have intergender matches in GCW. The Neighborhood, which is Kid V and Manny RS versus VNDL48, which is Christian Napier and Otis Cougar. Bear Bronson versus Richard Holiday. Megan Bain versus Marcus Mathers. We have the GCW Tag Team title match where the Buster and the Brain, Alex Price and Jordan Oliver, would defend their championships against Starstruck, which is Anthony Green and Channing Thomas. And for the GCW World title match, we have Atticus Cougar versus Dijak. On to New Japan Pro Wrestling. We'll have a continuation on the G131 Climax. They go dates. And so again, as you know, with G1 is like points and scores, and we're trying to get through those days to get to the top. On the second day, which is the 18th, which we'll talk about something that's happening on the 18th too. Shota Umino and Nakahara face Aaron Wolf and Matsumoto. We have United Empire, Callum Newman and Zane J versus House of Torture, Dick Togo and Ren Narita. Yasuda and Yoramura face TMDK, Harley Jackson and Zack Sabre Jr. Block B match, Drilla Maloney versus Gay Kid. Block A match, Sonata versus Greto Khan. Block A match, Jake Lee versus Konosuke Takeshita. See, listen, I tell y'all, this is why I need J News, okay? I'm up here fighting for my life. Ladies and gentlemen, Block A match, Yudo Ice versus Oleg Bolton. Block A match, Shingo Takagi versus Warhei Oiwa. Then for the last match of the night, Hiroki Goto versus Yoda CG in a Block A match. Now we get into WWE, okay? Because you know, if it's WWE, you got me, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I will be here for Saturday night's main event watch along next week on the 18th, okay? So you got me, and yes, it's New York Knicks colored. They have made it where it's like, I have seen enough orange and blue in my life, and you will too. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, as of yesterday, before I filled out everything, we had it'll be the 45th episode on the 18th. You can find it on Peacock. Even if you have a free account, you can watch it. JD McDonough versus Danhausen. For the WWE Women's Tag Team title, we got Brie Bella and Paige defending against Fatal Influence, Fallon Henley, and Laney Reed. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end. I hate to say that's the end because, like, I need you all to know that this is going to be so great. So let me get back to the studio because we got to do some, little cleanup, a little talk. So y'all know what's going on coming up in the future so we don't have to forget or do anything. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, first off, I need to tell you all, I'm going to trying to show you all, but it's not going to show. So let me pull it up on screen share. So let me go. I'm going to share screen because it's the first thing I'm going to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do not know, I am very fond of this wonderful woman right here. This is 10. I don't have the updated one, so 10 you saying I need to update it. But 10 will be doing a authoritative blueprint, which is her master class. It will be from August 8th to the 9th. Listen, last time, I was a little bit slow moving and I did not get a ticket and I was very sad, okay? Very, very sad. Very, 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 very sad. But guess what? This time I paid my ticket. I got my ticket first. Also, if you haven't joined her membership, please do. I'm already a member on her membership and I am in the masterclass. So make sure it's August 8th and the 9th. Please, 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 please come and join this. Now back to me. Now we'll talk a little bit more about 10. You can register for the class And also register for the women's closet if you're a woman and want to come in and talk, lay your hair down at theeducatednatural.com. Theeducatednatural.com is, as you saw before, TheEducatedNatural. Listen, go over there. She does websites. She helps you get your business together. This class is not going to be just beneficial. It also has opened my eyes. I have been fighting the resistance of doing the right thing, but with Ten's help, I am definitely getting there. So also the women's closet come in there. I have come in there and been like, I don't know how to handle the situation. Maybe I didn't handle it right. Can y'all get some advice? And I've gotten some wonderful advice from Ten and the ladies in there. So please, please, please join the women's closet. Okay. With all that being said, make sure you check out Miss Shirley, the OG Gardener, live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Uh, that's Annie the cat. Listen, Annie the cat. I'm a little jealous of Annie. Annie gets to hang out with Miss Shirley every day, eat her good cooking, and have good fun with her. And I'm like, I'm just living through the TV screen. But she teaches us about gardening. She teaches us about life. She is fun. I really enjoy her. So please check her out. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, I do WWE streams, and sometimes I might do some other streams if I find out it's very important. But go over there and check out Workhorse Wrestling Network. It's Workhorse Wrestling Network on all social medias. And most of the time, you'll be talking to me because I manage over there at Workhorse Wrestling Network. They cover AEW content. Sometimes they talk about other things. They have the cookout on Tuesday night at 10:30. They have Friday night SmackDown at 8 o'clock on Fridays. And sometimes either on Saturday or Sunday, they will do the Winner Circle where they talk about all the AEW shows throughout the week and give them a rating. Okay. So make sure you check out Workhorse Wrestling Network. As I stated before, on the 18th, I will be here for um, Saturday night's main event. I'm going to lock in the date, but if you hit the notification, anytime I go live, it will let you know. If you see, even if you just hit the live button and you hit it and you're like, okay, well, I'm not getting notifications. Go in, make sure you hit it for the specific ones because I put them up in weeks and months in advance. The only one that I don't always do that for is for the Hit the Roast podcast, but you know, most of the time it's 1 o'clock. Sometimes if we have a pay-per-view show on Sundays and it conflicts, I'll let you know. If we're skipping a week, if we're gonna come on later, those are things that I'll let you know in advance because listen, I don't want to waste your time. Just like I wouldn't want my time wasted, and that's important to me as subscribers. So right now, it's set for I think 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock on Saturday. Then we have Verano de Escalado. That is a watch along for AAA, which is tied to WWE. And as of now, the date that they had that set was July 25th. Okay, July 25th. Now we're going to go on to the next day, which is going into August. Is this the right one? No, that's not the right one. This is the right one. Night one of SummerSlam is on August 1st. August 1st is SummerSlam. August 2nd is SummerSlam Night 2. We'll be doing both nights. And then at the end of August, it is Heat Wave by NXT, and that is on the 30th. So you see, I try to please. Once I find out, I'm throwing them up for you to see so you can lock it in. Because sometimes times change. They'll say 7, they'll say 8, they'll come on 6. So I try to make sure you all know ahead of time so that way you can lock the notification in and stay with me. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Delores and I have Delores Designs. I also have a website right now. If you all do not check it out, check out my link tree in my bio and it will send you straight over to my website. Right now, you can go over there and play games, get to know about me, see all the things that I do. But if you all do not know, I do website management, social media. I now can say I have actively, I have made covers for books, but actually help somebody make their book. So that's a great thing. That's a little more skill in there. And also, you can reach me here. For those who are wondering, know that it's not my direct, like my real life phone number. That you can have more than one phone number. And that's my email. Yes, it's spelled right. It's for Zoom, and that's how I get all my professional emails in Zoom. So if you all can reach out right there if you need some help, need some advice, need whatever, call me. I am very supportive and I'm always able to hit you back. Also, just because he ain't here don't mean I don't rep my buddy J News out here in the field working. Listen, J News is good for wrestling reviews, movie reviews. J News also is on True Hill Heat sometimes. J News is everywhere. He does fitness management. So, ladies and gentlemen, check out J News by scanning that QR code or going to his YouTube page where it's JOHNELYFNMG. If you don't know what that means, Janelle, your friendly neighborhood moviegoer. Okay? Because I hate to have to knock on your door and then get the swinging on you because you didn't go and check out J News. Okay? 2-piece biscuit. And as you all know, we always here Sundays at 1 o'clock. And if you are waiting, yes, I will be taking the next few weeks to put the podcast back, the rest of the episodes from where we left off, on to Spotify and every other podcast platform we're on. We are behind. And because we are behind, Workhorse Wrestling Network is behind, but we're going to get it together. We're going to get it together, okay? So, with that being said, where did I go? Where did I go? Where did I go? Hold on, let me put me back. Let me put me first. I need me. Okay. I'm gonna tell you a little tip. Okay. For you all who have been hearing me, I got a new computer. Camera mic was a little off. Okay. I got some speakers. I've been had microphones. But I got a new camera. Okay. And that's why you all can see me as clear as you can. But one thing about this microphone this camera that you should have gave me was a remote to this camera. Hold on, let me put it up like this. Should have never gave me a remote and the ability to have fun. See, listen, when I want to give y'all the side eye a little bit, I'll just be like, can't believe you did that. Back on up, back on up, back on up. Okay? I might hit you with it real quick, like, and then come back. And then just go back. Just be like, okay, I'm going back. Okay. Also, I can be black and white. I can be black and white if you want me to. I can, be a little bit of too much color. Too much color. Then it'll be a little bright in your life. Also, if you come in here and you act a little crazy, I might tell you make me feel a little upside down. Okay, a little upside down. You might make me feel a little upside down. Also, if you want to switch sides, I thought that man gonna win, but I had to switch sides. So these are little fun things that now I can do during watch-alongs and funny little gifts and different things. So I cannot wait to use it. And for those who want to know, email me. Well, not when you email me, it's I don't know the name. That's bad. That's bad. But it's a 4K camera. Trying to look to see if I have it here. I don't even have the booklet because it was so easy to hook up. 4K camera. I got it out of TikTok shop. Actually, the name is on the camera as I'm looking at it. EMEET. Best thing I've ever bought. EMEET. Not a promotion. I just like the camera. This is my first time using it. So you all get to see it first. So I am so happy about that. We're going to add some more little tips and trips over here. I do that on my own thing, but I haven't done it over here yet. But ladies and gentlemen, like I always say, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? It is on fire in this piece. Every time I come in here, J News come in here. Anybody come through this door, we set this thing ablaze. And I'm just wondering, how do I put this fire out? I can't put out my phone. My polar fan can't put out the fire we just made out. You know what? I'm going to cut the lights out. Cut off the lights. Ladies and gentlemen, don't light that candle because that's how we got in here in the first place. Now last week I set it ablaze. This week we set it ablaze, but it really was you. I'm just gonna blame you. Okay, it's your fault. But ladies and gentlemen, until next time, I want to tell you all, peace.